Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel, Premiere Next. In this video, you are going to get all information related to latest updates about Kraven the Hunter movie. Introduction. Okay, Morbius might not have been the best continuation of Sony's Spider-Man universe, with pundits taking note of that the ruthless screw-up likely wouldn't have a lot of interest in taking on Spidey by any means. Be that as it may, in light of the fact that one film basically flounders doesn't mean we can't anticipate what's to come from this particular realistic universe. As a matter of fact, cameras are presently moving on Kraven the Hunter, another shoe passage that is now standing out for us. In light of the Russian bad guy from the Marvel Bugman comics, Kraven the Hunter might not unmistakably draw in with Spider-Man, whether he be played by Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, or Tobey Maguire. However, it will draw from the equivalent mythos introduced in the first comics. The subtleties on this approaching flick are inadequate yet encouraging, ideally more similar to the exceptionally engaging Toxin and its spin-off than the currently void of Morbius. No matter what your assumptions are, it merits knowing how this film is taking care of business. When and where to watch Kraven the Hunter. The way things are, Kraven the Hunter is supposed to hit performance centers on January 13, 2023. As we're very much aware, this date could continuously get pushed back, yet one way or the other, there's a best approach before this film is prepared to make it to movie theaters. Almost certainly Kraven will be solely separated theaters, with no streaming debuts for at-home crowds. This is logical because of the monetary outcome of the main shoe sections, Toxin and Toxin, Let There Be Carnage, with Morbius likewise making money. It seems to be large financial plan motion pictures are authoritatively back to being dramatic special features. What we know about Kraven the Hunter cast and crew, this is where it truly begins to get delicious. Affirmed in the #1 spot job of Kraven is Aaron Taylor Johnson, who you could perceive as Pietro Maximoff in Vindicators, Age of Ultron. Obviously, Taylor Johnson feels comfortable around a hero film. Hot off of her notable Oscar win for Best Supporting Actress in West Side Story, Ariana DeBose is set to star as Calypso Azili, a voodoo priestess and Kraven's routine sweetheart, who sometimes collaborates with him to contrive against Spider-Man. Christopher Abbott will play another of Spidey's enemies, the Foreigner, a previous professional killer and talented military craftsman. Balancing the affirmed cast of characters is Freta Kinher, who'll play Dmitry Nikolaevich Smerdyakov, otherwise called the Chameleon, an expert of camouflage and duplicity who is Kraven's relative. Amusingly enough, the Chameleon is likewise the very first super reprobate that Spidey fought, tracing all the way back to the absolute first issue of The Amazing Spider-Man. While Kraven the Hunter is seeming to be an incredible gathering as of now, there's much more star power behind it. However, these entertainers haven't played their parts uncovered. It's been affirmed that Russell Crowe and Alessandro Nivola, Disobedience, American Hustle, are likewise among the cast for this film. To this end, there's significant publicity for a film whose hold on until a delivery date matches a human development period. What we think Kraven the Hunter will be about, once more, this is all simply hypothesis. However, Kraven the Hunter could actually follow one of the comic's most obscure storylines. In a meeting with Discussing Film, Wang defined what went into the creative cycle for Kraven the Hunter, implying that the comic Kraven's Last Hunt is a motivation for the film. That specific book's plot spins around Kraven wearing Spider-Man's outfit to demonstrate he's a superior legend, a journey that unfortunately finishes in the screw-up kicking the bucket by self-destruction. Notwithstanding, if Kraven the Hunter is supposed to proceed as well as its shoe ancestors, it would be to Sony's greatest advantage to keep the person alive. As Wank said, what we can expect is that Kraven the Hunter will apparently be an antagonist history, along these lines as Toxin and Morbius. Focusing on the mind of a screw-up normally implies that the superhuman is to a great extent missing from the story, so there presumably won't be any drawn-out communication among Kraven and Spider-Man, basically not yet. In any case, it would be difficult to excuse the hero from the story completely, assuming the movie producers mine vigorously from the Kraven's Last Hunt comic. At any rate, we can anticipate move toward an inevitable cooperation between the two. There's a ton to expect and anticipate from this impending Spider-Man spin-off. And in the event that we really do see a fair piece of storyline acquired from Kraven's Last Hunt, there's a decent opportunity Spidey may very well spring up in this film. For the time being, it's all hypothesis, so look out for a way to improve on your Spider-Man comic information and prepare for one more section in the shoe. If you are watching this video on Facebook, please like and subscribe to our page. And if you are watching this video on YouTube, please click on the like button and do subscribe for the latest update.